Welcome to the Head Museum. I'm Leonard Nimoy.
Spock? Hey, do the thing.
I don't do that anymore.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're counting down our picks for the top 20 best Futurama guest stars of all time.
Hurry up, please. I want to get back to the Head Museum.
Don't worry, Miss Anderson. This won't take long.
Number 20, Bill Nye.
After what seemed like 1,000 years of COVID,
but was actually more,
I declare the pandemic to be officially over.
With COVID-19 finally defeated. How timely. The city of New York celebrates with a grand ceremony. Not only that, but the mayor decides to award the key to the city liquor cabinet to none other than Bill Nye the Science Guy. Head. Right as the famed TV scientist declares the pandemic to be over, he and the rest of the crowd succumb to a new virus that causes everyone to break out in a fight.
I'm using the principles of aerodynamics to get the hell out of here!
Rage against the vaccine would not be the last episode Nye appeared in on the show, though. He does make a brief appearance in a later episode, The World is Hot Enough, albeit an appearance not as prominent here.
Let's not rush into things.
It's been 1,000 years and 3 minutes.
Science can be very confusing.
Number 19, Dick Clark.
We're unemployed and we have nowhere to go.
Correction. We're unemployed, but we have a doddering old relative to mooch off of.
How could we possibly forget one of the very first guest appearances in the show's history? After becoming familiar with the futuristic world of New York, Fry pays a visit to his distant nephew, Professor Farnsworth. Moments prior, we see Farnsworth has fallen asleep while watching the New Year's Eve celebration, which is still hosted by Dick Clark, or by his head at least.
Hello, I'm Dick Clark's head. Welcome to a special year 3000 edition of New Year's Rockin' Eve.
And yes, Clark voices himself for this one particular appearance. This would be the first, last, and only time he ever appeared on Futurama. Number 18, Conan O'Brien.
Ladies and gentlemen, Conan O'Brien's head.
Thank you.
As Simpsons and Futurama fans may know, Conan O'Brien was once a writer for The Simpsons, long before he stepped into the world of late-night talk shows. So it's neat to see him come back to another Matt Groening cartoon.
People are getting pretty worried about this Y2K problem, huh?
No! They fixed that 900 years ago!
Just bear with me, sir.
This Season 2 episode, Christmas Story, opens with the Planet Express crew staying at a lodge and enjoying a stand-up routine from Mr. O'Brien himself. Unfortunately, his jokes aren't exactly with the times, which leads to Bender heckling him from the crowd. Surprisingly, Conan manages to get the one-up and even manages to get Bender to break down and cry.
Listen, pal, I may have lost my freakishly long legs in the War of 2012, but I've still got something you'll never have, a soul. And freckles.
Number 17, Buzz Aldrin.
He walked on the moon, and now he is judging a high school science contest. Truly a man who can and will do anything, Dr. Buzz Aldrin.
Throughout the Season 6 episode Cold Warriors, we get to experience some of Fry's life as a kid. One moment in particular shows him competing in a science fair named NASA Presents Nerd Search 88. At the event, the kids get a brief speech from storied astronaut Buzz Aldrin, the second man to ever walk on the moon way back in 1969.
Wow, I could have used an introduction like that when I first met the Moon Men. But seriously, there are Moon Men.
And yes, that is Dr. Aldrin voicing himself in this brief scene. He may not be a massive celebrity like some of the actors and comedians we're used to seeing, but it was pretty cool seeing a historical figure be recognized and immortalized in an animated show like Futurama.
Good thing Gedgie won. My dumb experiment wouldn't have lasted an hour in space, let alone 1,000 years. Besides, Buzz Aldrin ran over my guinea pig in the parking lot.
Number 16, Brittany Murphy.
Sorry I've been taking up so much of Fry's time. He's just so interesting. Have you seen how much cotton candy he can eat?
Oh my, yes.
Clueless, 8 Mile, Uptown Girls, Sin City. These are just a few of the movies you have likely seen the stunning and talented Brittany Murphy in. She is sadly no longer with us as she passed away in 2009. However, one of her final roles was in the Futurama movie, The Beast with a Billion Backs. In this feature, Murphy voiced Colleen O'Hallahan, Fry's new girlfriend who just so happens to be dating 4 other guys.
Welcome to the relationship, buddy. There's my butterscotch.
Of all of the women Fry's dated, Colleen is the one that stays in our mind the most because, for a second, it did seem like she and Fry were going to work out. Only Brittany Murphy could play the role of a heartbreaker this well.
I got dressed up for my date. Oop, there he is. Don't wait up.
That's it. I thought I was okay with this, but I'm not. I'm breaking up with you.
Number 15, Sarah Silverman.
Michelle.
Oh my God.
Fry? Is it really you?
Speaking of Fry's romantic interests, let's go back to an old flame. Though Michelle was voiced by Kath Soucie in the pilot, she would be voiced by legendary comedian Sarah Silverman in all future appearances.
I didn't know what had happened to you. No one did. The police were going to conduct a search, but your parents felt it was a waste of taxpayer money.
That's the same reason they kept me out of school.
Having returned in the Season 2 episode The Cryonic Woman, Michelle finds herself in the year 3000 and winds up getting back with Fry. However, the future has caused her to experience some severe culture shock, and Silverman's performance and humor sell us on the mental anguish.
But I used to fit in really well.
Then good luck, sister.
Number 14, Wanda Sykes.
Hey, what can I get y'all?
Wow, you can talk? Shut up and give me a Slurm Loco.
If you're a major fan of Benders, there is almost no way you could have possibly forgotten about this episode. In Season 7's The Bots and the Bees, Bender enters a relationship with Planet Express's new vending machine, a sassy bot named Bev. Of course, who better to deliver the sass than smart-mouthed comedian Wanda Sykes?
With that big old caboose, it'd have to be a telephone pole. Hey-o!
Well, I guess a fella's gotta talk big when he's sporting a little shriveled up antenna like that.
Yes, Sykes voices Bev the vending machine and manages to hurl insults faster than Bender can keep up. But what follows her arrival is a tragic tale about neglectful parents and the ways it affects the kids involved. And it's one of the best TV episodes Sykes has ever appeared in.
Ah, biscuits. I'm a father. How did this happen?
Does this ring a bell?
Number 13, Bea Arthur.
Femputer, we bring offering of bath beads and scented soaps.
Your gift pleases Femputer. Femputer demands to know why there are men on her planet.
While we're on the subject of spunky older women, Bea Arthur guest starred in an episode in Futurama's first run. The premiere of Season 3 sees Fry, Bender, and Leela visiting a planet that is entirely inhabited and run by women. Ruling this society is Arthur's character, the Femputer, who serves as judge, jury, and executioner in every trial.
After lengthy femputations, I, Femputer, have decided the fate of the men. Femputer sentences them to death! By snoo-snoo!
Not surprisingly, Arthur does a tremendous job at sounding like a sentient computer. Her delivery and sense of comedic timing are just as spot on as they were when she was on The Golden Girls. Long live the Queen.
Perhaps men are not as evil as Femputer thinks.
But they make fun women's basketball.
What? Did you explain how the women's good fundamentals make up for their inability to dunk?
Number 12, Patrick Stewart.
Check out this dork.
I, sir, am the master of the hunt, and I'll thank you to behave like a gentleman.
You're quite welcome, sir.
With his posh accent and sultry voice, it only makes sense that Patrick Stewart would appear in an episode like 31st Century Fox. Here, Stewart voices a ruthless and snooty hunter known only as the Master of the Hunt, who frequently participates in the illegal sport of robot fox hunting.
They're not foxhounds, they're Springer Spaniels, you twit. Or rather, spring-powered spaniels.
Bot on bot violence? Where will it end?
Not with the dogs.
It's a fitting episode for the famed actor to appear in, as Stewart has spoken out against animal cruelty and frequently collaborated with the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. 31st Century Fox not only served as another stellar credit for the thespian, but it was also the perfect story for him to make an appearance.
Today, we hunt the most dangerous game, aside from lawn darts. A cunning robotic adversary so deviously clever that... Oh, for God's sake!
Number 11, Mark Hamill.
Chained them up and called my holiday friends
Kwanzaa Bot
and the Hanukkah Zombie. 3 mad wise men bearing murder and frankincense.
It's just way too fitting to have Luke Skywalker himself in your cartoon show set in a technologically advanced future. And yet, his role was nothing close to anything he has played before. Hamill has been the voice of Hanukkah Zombie across a couple of episodes of Futurama, starting with this appearance.
Eating with that toy artillery. Torgo's powder's deadly but unstable.
During the musical number with the other Bizarro-esque holiday characters, Hanukkah Zombie sings about his spaceship, which looks eerily similar to the TIE fighters seen in Star Wars.
It says be slow to anger. Low down scammers got me seeing red. Got my TIE fighter out of the hangar. Jump back, Jack, cause I'm Jewish and I'm undead.
Number 10. Lucy Liu.
You're one sexy man. Fill up, J. Fry.
This TV and film star didn't just play herself as a pickled head on Futurama. She also voiced a full-bodied robot version of herself programmed to be attracted to Fry, as well as an army of evil Lou bots. A homage to her reputation as an action star. At one point, all the Loos are fighting at a screening of a Charlie's Angels movie starring Lucy. That's a whole lot of Lou to pack into one show. So much so that she would even return in another episode. Love and Rocket.
Who are you talking to?
No one, baby. Lucy Liu is the only girl for Bender.
Number 9. David Cross.
You broke your promise. And you broke my heart.
This quirky funny man may have only appeared on Futurama once, but it sure was a memorable guest spot. TV's Tobias Funke played the principal antagonist and titular character Yivo in the feature-length Beast with a Billion Backs.
Attention, beings of Universe Gamma.
At first, Yivo comes across as a scary mind-controlling alien with many tentacles from another universe. But then we find out that Shlee just wants to date us. All of us. Everyone in our universe.
I was lonely. I didn't even know there was anybody else. It's not like I hurt anyone.
So, who better to play a love-struck space monster than this master of sarcastic, self-deprecating comedy?
I must leave now. The nature of your universe is burning me.
Number 8. John Goodman.
Santa has something very special in his sack for you two.
Yes, Virginia. John Goodman did play Santa Claus, but he sure wasn't jolly old Saint Nick. This is Futurama after all, so naturally Santa is a huge robotic killing machine who keeps a list of who's been naughty and seeks to eradicate the offenders with a wide array of holiday-themed weaponry.
I'm going to shove coal so far up your stocking you'll be coughing up diamonds.
Though the character would go on to appear a few times during the series' run, Goodman only voiced Santa's first appearance, which many would argue, for obvious reasons, is his most memorable.
You've been very naughty, Bender.
Number 7. Beastie Boys. So, how do you put on a great concert? Bouncing around the stage when you're just 3 preserved heads in a jar. It's easy as long as you get a little help from the crew. At least that's how the Beastie Boys pulled it off when they appeared in this first season episode. Oddly, however, when Mike D voiced himself, Adam Adrock Horovitz had to pull double duty, voicing both himself and an absent Adam MCA Yauch.
Back in the 20th century, I had all 5 of your albums.
That was 1,000 years ago. Now we got 7.
The episode started with the Planet Express crew catching one of their shows, only to have the trio show up again later on to throw some more rhymes.
Hey, Bender gonna make some noise with your hard drive scratched by the Beastie Boys!
Number 6. Dan Castellaneta.
I rather think we could strike a deal, Bender.
Seeing as Futurama is a Matt Groening creation, it was only a matter of time before stars from Groening's other series made an appearance. Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson, Krusty the Clown, and other characters, has made multiple visits to New York, voicing Beelzebot. Also known as the Robot Devil, Beelzebot ran Robot Hell, the dark underworld of robotology, and was played to perfection by Castellaneta in all but one of his appearances. As the musically inclined deal-making manufactured demon, Beelzebot had plenty of encounters with the Planet Express crew, Bender in particular.
Here on level 1 of Robot Hell.
Number 5. Sigourney Weaver.
We each get one of the 4 buttons,
Remember, Bender? That was the deal.
She's no stranger to outer space or dealing with alien life, and in general, she's accustomed to weirdness. But this time around, Sigourney Weaver wasn't locked in a life or death battle to protect her ship. She was the ship itself.
If you don't like the stations, you could just play with my buttons till you find something we both enjoy.
Voicing the Planet Express ship's newly installed female personality, Weaver sparks something in Bender, who finds her irresistible. The two quickly fall for each other, but when Bender gets bored, the ship gets jealous.
Bender, don't lie! I saw you at Elzar's with those 2 ladies of the evening.
Bender clearly never saw any of Sigourney's movies, because if he had, he would have thought twice about messing with her.
Leela, Bender and I really need to be alone, so I'm turning off the oxygen.
Number 4. Stephen Hawking.
Now quiet it down and settle this like men of science.
We can argue about who the most famous, most interesting, or funniest guest star was, but when it comes to the smartest Futurama guest star, it's hard to beat the theoretical physicist, cosmologist, published author, and one-time Star Trek The Next Generation guest star, Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking? Aren't you that physicist that invented gravity?
Sure, why not?
Universally regarded as brilliant, Hawking appeared in 2 TV episodes and 1 Futurama movie, each time playing himself, sometimes as a head and sometimes not.
I checked the invariance of your Lagrangian. Hubba hubba.
While we're sure this Hawking is just as smart as his real-life counterpart, he also has the ability to vaporize people with lasers, something the real Hawking couldn't do.
I didn't know I could do that.
Number 3. Al Gore.
I'm Al Gore, and these are my Vice Presidential Action Rangers.
There have been plenty of politicians impersonated on Futurama, but when you see the 2-term vice president, one-time Democratic presidential nominee, film director, and environmentalist Al Gore on the show, it's really him doing the voice.
Not all missions can be solved with chess, Deep Blue. Someday you'll understand that.
Sometimes he's his head. Once he led a shadowy group trying to preserve the timeline, and once he played himself losing the 2000 election with a little help from Bender.
Robot!
In all, he made an impressive 5 appearances on the show, though his daughter Kristen, being a writer on the series, may have helped make this happen.
Put the dice away before I take them away.
Number 2. Beck.
Wow, that was great.
Hey, thanks. You a fan?
Grammy-winning musician Beck is known for experimentation and incorporating electronic elements into his genre-defying sound. On Futurama, he takes it one step further by adding Bender, a fully electronic being, to his band. He even shows the robot how he can play music without the use of his arms or legs, something a rock star who's just a head in a jar would probably be pretty familiar with.
Try and scrape it across your chest like a knife on burnt toast.
Beck performs some of his biggest hits on the show, but also an original duet with Bender, Soy un Perdedor.
That was a washboard brain.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The cast of Star Trek TOS.
My ship, whom I love like a woman, is disabled. Oh, Lord.
It was bound to happen, and for all our enjoyment, one time it did. Having already featured cameos from Trek stars Leonard Nimoy and Nichelle Nichols, as well as countless Trek references, Futurama decided to bring as much of the original series cast together as they could for one episode. Nimoy and Nichols were joined by William Shatner, George Takei, and Walter Koenig, and together they played both their own celebrity heads and youthful versions of themselves, reanimated by a cheesy original series-approved alien.
Truly, it was a paradise.
Naturally, this means there was plenty of trivia, references to the show, and of course, some of their most famous lines throughout. Which of these Futurama cameos was your favorite? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Watch Mojo.